I was looking at ayahuasca ceremonies in London, and I found this one. And it's like a really legitimate, like, you know, they've got like loads of Google reviews, like you know, it's 1 second, let me try. There we go.
In London, you say? What?
Yeah, it's in fucking London. And, like, they've got lots of pages, and all the pages are completely normal. Like, you know, there's, like, a reservation form, what happens after your healing, like the pre-ceremony detox, and, like, healing diet restrictions and stuff like that. And it's all completely normal and seems very legitimate. And then you get to this page which is part of, like, the sort of breakdown of, you know, like, you know, what to do during the trip, what to do after. And this is, what to bring to your retreat. So it starts off like, you know, very normal. It says, you know, please bring the following ceremonial items to your retreat. It's normal in most indigenous royal shamanic traditions for ones to make offerings to the great earth spirits. So, you know, I'm like, okay, cool. And, you know, it starts off like, you know, kind of like woo-woo nonsense, but like, I guess sort of normal for like a ayahuasca ceremony to the gods. You know, it starts off saying like, you know, bring some incense, bring some white sage, a bottle of rose water, and then you get to an offering of jungle fruits. I was like, okay, cool, you know, I guess like, you know, jungles, whatever. And
this is to clarify, this is not an offering to give to the people running the event, is it?
This is to give. It literally says to make these offerings to the Pachamama, which is the great earth spirit, to the great healing deities, and to the great La Madre Ayahuasca and Liboy's sacred Ibogawa. So it's like, you know, like it's
to give it to Mother Ayahuasca. It's like a sacrifice.
It's like, you know, it's like a ceremonial offering. It's literally what it says. This is a ceremonial items. So, you know, it says to bring a small packet of, you know, Native American natural tobacco. I'm like, okay, cool. You know, again, like ceremonial woo-woo juju shit, whatever.
Totally fair.
And then, you know, a tub of sea salt. Okay, you know, again, more woo-woo juju stuff. Cleansing the spirits. A bunch of yellow, pink, red, and white flowers. I'm like, okay, cool. More jungle.
Even
fucking
better. They'll, you know, disintegrate after a while.
Yeah. A tub of valley talcum powder. Thought that's a little bit strange. And then we go back to a bit more normal. You know, one black and red candle, an eagle feather. Okay. Yeah. A bottle of organic apple cider vinegar.
Interesting. We get a bit more modern spiritual there.
And then a small bottle of red and white wine for the spirits. It literally says for the spirits.
Red and white mixed together? I
don't know. It says, that's what it says. And then we get to one small packet of monkey nuts. Okay.
Not a medium one?
No. A Barbie doll. An action man. Army uniform. And then a new or old copy of the following newspapers: The Observer, The Sun, The Times, The Mirror, The Guardian, and The Daily Star.
Why are those?
And then this is my favourite. Any of the following DVDs: Superman, The Matrix, Harry Potter, The Wizard of Oz, Little Nicky, The Game, The Avengers, The Guardians, Star Wars, Snow White, or New Moon, which I think is from Twilight.
Yeah.
And then it says, please note that these ceremonial offerings are a very important part of the ceremony. In all royal shamanic traditions, offerings are made a way of calling and assisting the healing deities. Again, I'm not 100% sure how a DVD of Little Nicky is tied in with like shamanic calling, you know, deities for an ayahuasca ceremony.
Yeah, Mother Ayahuasca's like, oh, sick.
Little Nicky
on DVD.
I fucking love The Matrix. Shit, they got me a copy of The Guardian.
The Matrix I can understand, but even, it's...
Little Nicky.
It's very odd. What happens with these offerings? They go in the dustbin.
It doesn't say. It could just be that maybe but then, you know, how many copies of Little Nicky do they want?
The talcum powder, it's like Mother Ayahuasca.
I present the talcum powder.
And a copy of Little Nicky.
Use this when you get out of the bath.
And again, guys, you can find this yourself. It's called the Herbal Wellbeing and Ceremonial Sanctuary.
It would be good to go to a different ayahuasca retreat, but to bring these types of offerings. Be like, hey guys, I've got a Barbie,
Yeah.
Little Nicky, and some talcum powder. Who's ready to do ayahuasca? And everyone's just like, oh.
And then they have a really long bit about how to not wear jeans at the you're not allowed to wear jeans
Yeah, the person who runs this place is a psycho.
or any name brands with designer labels.
Wow.
Yeah. Should we see the ceremonial protocols? Oh yeah, they say about how they like to joke with their clients to keep things light so things get too intense.
I'd hate to know what their sense of humour is like. I'd hate to find out what their sense of humour is like when I'm midway through an ayahuasca trip.
But then they also say that
They're like, hey, look, we've picked up the Barbie dolls.
the army uniforms.
We've got the army. I'm going to wear the army uniforms and I'm going to hump the Barbie doll while you trip and go to another dimension. And then we're going to watch Little Nicky in reverse.
And it also says that you're not allowed to lie down for the entire ceremony, only for 20 minutes.
That's fucked up, man. This
These
place
people are
is
sick and
horrible.
twisted. Yeah.
They're really making up their own rules here completely. None of this is traditional.
They're literally like, you're not allowed to lie down if you must only once during the ceremony for 20 minutes.
This is psychotic. A real shaman would be horrified if they tried
Yeah.
to do ayahuasca here. They would really they would cry.
And then, and then,
That's fucked up, man.
yeah, it's pretty sick and twisted, isn't it?
It's really weird.
Imagine if we, and you can like book, like right now, they're doing like...
There's like a sort of dictator running that place. He's on his way.
But then they have other pages which seem like very normal and legitimate. It's just the Little Nicky stuff that's like particularly... I'd like to speak to them. Maybe we could get them on the show.
Very, very strange.
Should we read the testimonials? Like glowingly... No mention of Little Nicky in any of these testimonials. Imagine going to one. Like I'd like to
Look,
go there with all the army uniform, the action man, the Barbie, the
yeah,
copy of
totally.
Little
See, and then
Nicky.
they look at you like you're weird, probably. Like,
Yeah.
It's like, come on, man, I'm just doing it. Imagine you get pulled over on the way and that's all you've got on you. You've got Barbie, Little Nicky, and an army uniform.
An army uniform, yeah.
They're like, oh, are you in the military? You're like, no, I'm on my way to a ceremony. That's what the Barbie doll is for.